Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about the most powerful pharmacy in the world. And guess what? It's right inside your own head. Let's get into how it all works.
Okay, so let's start with something that sounds, well, totally impossible. Could a fake surgery actually make you feel better? I'm not kidding. There was this study where patients with real knee pain went in for surgery. The doctors made the cuts, they went through the motions, but they didn't actually do anything. And the crazy part? So many of them said their pain was gone, just like the people who got the real deal. How is that even possible? Well, this little puzzle opens up one of the weirdest and coolest things in all of science.
So, to figure out how a fake surgery can have totally real results, we've got to look at this incredible link between your mind and your body. And look, this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's pure biology. It's your brain literally acting like its own personal drug company.
All right, so there's a name for this whole thing, right? It's called the placebo effect. A placebo is just anything that has no real medicine in it. Think a sugar pill, a shot of salt water, or, yeah, that fake surgery we just talked about. The key thing to get is that the power isn't in the pill. It's in your head. It's your belief that the pill is going to work. That expectation is like hitting the on switch for your body's own healing crew.
Now, this is super important because a lot of people think placebo effect just means it's all in your head. But that's not it at all. When you take something you believe is medicine, your brain doesn't just, imagine you're getting better. No, it sets off a real, physical, biological chain reaction. We can actually measure it. Your expectation literally creates a physical reality in your body.
So what kind of stuff is your brain's pharmacy actually pumping out? Well, let's look at the goods. First up, it releases these heavy hitters called endorphins and enkephalins. These are basically your body's own natural opioids. They literally block pain signals. Then you get a shot of dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical that boosts your mood. And on top of that, it can even lower your stress hormones like cortisol. So your brain is basically writing you a prescription for a painkiller, an antidepressant, and a stress reducer all at once.
Okay, so if you thought that was weird, hold on, because it's about to get even stranger. Now we're going to look at the psychology of the pill itself. It turns out that how we perceive a treatment, even how it's marketed to us, can totally change how well it works.
Get this. The color of a fake pill actually matters. I'm serious. Study after study has shown this. People tend to say that red or orange pills give them energy, like a stimulant. But if you give them a blue or green pill, they'll say it helps them relax or sleep. Our brains just have these weird built-in ideas about color, and it directly affects our bodies.
And it seems like our brain has this simple rule. The more intense the treatment seems, the more powerful it must be. It's why taking 2 sugar pills feels more effective than just 1. And a placebo injection, well, that feels way more serious than just swallowing a pill, right? So yeah, it usually creates a much stronger effect. It's all about the ritual and the perception of power.
Okay, but what about the price tag? This is my favorite part. In this one incredible study, researchers gave people a placebo for pain. They told the first group, hey, this new painkiller costs 10 cents a pill. And, people said it helped a little bit, but nothing to write home about.
But then, they took the exact same sugar pill, gave it to another group, and told them it cost $2.50. And what happened? You guessed it, that group reported way more pain relief. We just automatically think expensive means better, and that belief alone was enough to make the fake pill work better. Isn't that wild?
So this power of belief is obviously pretty incredible, but it's a double-edged sword. It has a dark side. You could almost call it the placebo's evil twin. And it works in the exact same way, just in reverse.
And that evil twin is called the nocebo effect. It's pretty simple, really. Just like your brain can pump out good stuff because you expect to get better, it can also create nasty symptoms because you expect to get worse. A negative belief can cause a real negative outcome. And here's a perfect example of how that works. A doctor tells you, hey, this medicine might make you feel nauseous. Suddenly, you start feeling sick to your stomach, even if you're just taking a sugar pill. That's how powerful suggestion is. It's why doctors have to be so careful when they list side effects, because just hearing about them can be enough to make our brains create them.
Okay, so it sounds like this whole thing, placebo, nocebo, it's all about tricking our brains, right? But what if you're in on the trick? That's what leads us to what might be the most mind-blowing discovery in this entire field.
So, can you placebo yourself on purpose? What happens if you know for a fact that the pill you're about to swallow is 100% fake? Does the magic just disappear?
The answer, amazingly, is yes, you totally can. This is a pretty new discovery, and it really threw researchers for a loop. It seems that even when you know you're taking a fake pill, the placebo effect can still work.
So this whole new area of study is called open-label placebos. And here's how it works. Doctors are totally honest. They'll hand a patient a bottle and say, look, these are sugar pills. There's no medicine in them. But we know that the act of taking them can help trigger your body's self-healing powers. And you know what? It works. It seems like the power isn't just about being tricked. It's about the comfort and hope that comes from the simple ritual of doing something to take care of yourself.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that your mind is way more than just a passenger in your body. It's the pilot. The beliefs you have, the rituals you follow, the hope you feel, all of that can create real, physical changes. The pharmacy is in your head. So the only question is, what prescription are you going to write for yourself today?